I got multiple lives up. I'm watching two different protests in South Central LA over the shooting over a 29-year-old black man that they claim had a gun trying to pull over a man on a bicycle. What type of violation do you get pulled over on a fucking bicycle that warrants you being shot in the back? And then today in Washington, D.C., that's the third screen of protests that I'm watching right now. Cop shot an 18-year-old. He just turned 18-year-old in the back. So it's fair game now to shoot somebody in the back. When I watched old Western, cowboy movies and shit, I swear that they said somewhere in if you shot a man in the back, you a coward. But these motherfuckers get paid days off for doing such things. They're ruining families left and right, people, and we need to rise up and start hitting back, goddammit. Covertly. You cannot go out there willy-nilly, unprepared, going against police. Guerrilla tactics are in order. Hit and run skirmishes are in order. People, you need to start using that facial recognition software. You take the pictures of these motherfuckers, right? You feed it into that motherfucking database, and it will tell you not only their name, but their address, who the fuck they're married to, who their parents are, who their siblings are, who their aunts and uncles are, and they're all followed by addresses. Do your homework, people, and act accordingly. And we got sitting Congress people making a broad threat against the leader of the NFAC. We are definitely at an anti-black war in this country. If you don't believe that, you need to wake up. You need to wake up and pull your head out of the sand, because it's going to get worse. I just want to know, when are we going to get tired and start hitting back? You don't have to make a big scene about it. Shit, hell, you can make a silencer out of a motherfucking oil can if you know how. You know? I'm afraid that's what it's going to have to come down to, ladies and gentlemen, because they don't seem to, give a fuck. They know what we're going to do. All we're going to do, we're standing in front of two fucking police stations on opposite sides of this country, ain't doing shit. Now, all y'all motherfuckers is outnumbering these cops like 4 or 5 to 1. Now, if y'all just bum rush these motherfuckers, they can't shoot all y'all motherfuckers. And if you're in your right minds and shit, when you rush these motherfuckers and you are able to disarm them and take their weapon, I hope you have what's in you to use it on them. Because they have no problem using it on us, on our women, on our children, on our elderly. Come on, man. Hobby Dobbies don't even. Let me tell you something. Hobby Dobbies, the reason why Jews don't squash the Hobby Dobbies, they can't squash the Hobby Dobbies because these people strap on bombs and they walk into the Jewish settlements and they blow themselves up. How can you protect yourself from that? You can't. Maybe we need to have a few suicide bombers and shit come up in here. Y'all gonna kill the wrong family one day, and those motherfuckers gonna be armed to the teeth with all types of knowledge and shit and covert shit, and they gonna start taking out you motherfuckers. Yes, sir. And when that comes across my timeline, I'm gonna look at the sun or the moon and smile. Oh, I wasn't born hating you motherfuckers. Tried to get along with you motherfuckers. But now I'm on the motherfucking bandwagon to take myself out of your fucking society of whiteness. I don't need to be entwined in white society to make money legally. So y'all, I'm looking at this one. It's a cameraman. He gonna lay down in front of this cop car. Now, if that was a black cameraman, this cop would have ran his ass over and shit. Black Lives Matter has been totally co-opted, if not hijacked, by white people. That's why I don't fuck with them. But then again, if we need a couple pink crash dummies to get through, I'm with that too. Oh shit, they got the motherfucking car moved backwards and shit. So the group got up and started charging, walking slow towards the cop car, made the car back up. I never seen no shit like that before. Nene got me banana kush today. It's at 29% THC, and this shit is like, ooh wee. Good shit, baby. Good shit. I ain't feeling no tinglies in my feet. Kinda in my hands, but not in my feet. It'll go away in my hands a little while. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this blunt to the head. You know what's funny to me? I see these protesters, they got these type of flashlights that flash on and off real fast. And they flash them. You know how the cops flash their lights, but they don't have these flasher ones. Like, I guess these are special flashlights. They just have a bright ass light and they flash it in your face to blind you on purpose and shit. You put your hand up to block it out and shit. And some motherfucker and shit. I remember we were riding with this dude and the cop flashed him and shit. And he put his hand up to block the motherfucker. The cop put his hand down so he could continue flashing him in the face. I was just like, man, I was young then because it was an older cat in the neighborhood. I was just, riding around in this new car. But yeah, they've been doing us like this for far too long without any losses. We're not just talking about cops, people. Judges, DAs, assistant DAs. All these people also have a thing called soft targets. You know what that is? Family. Since they like to cause misery and break up our families, I think, that 211 gang got a thing, that white supremacist gang. They say if any cop ever kills one of theirs, they're going to kill 3 of theirs. How come we can't amp that shit up to 5 of theirs for every one that they take of ours? No matter the age or the sex. That's the thing. Y'all got to stop asking what the fuck white Jesus would do and start asking what the fuck Nat Turner would have did. That's how we're gonna have to start getting down. Covertly though, not willy-nilly, flying off the handle. You got to plan this shit out. And when I say stick and move, that means hit them hard and get the fuck out of Dodge. All arms that you used at that time, you get rid of them motherfuckers. We can get another batch. Y'all know as easy as I do how easy it is to get weapons in this country. So please, if you do decide to jump off that porch, and you dirty up that clean tool that you got after doing a move, please get rid of that motherfucker. Get another one. You know what's so surprising to me is how these white women of these Black Lives Matter protesters, how they can get all up into a cop's face and shit, even though we're in the middle of a pandemic, and be talking and spitting all in this motherfucker face, and he don't touch her. I'm watching this Bluto shaped white woman just going at this cop. He got a mask on, she don't. Now she going. I guess this is a Chicano cop, Mexican cop, whatever. They ain't doing shit. But let Juanita or something like that do some shit like that, and they slam her on the ground, try to break her neck. This double standard shit's gonna come to an end. I'm just saying. I'm not the only one that's mad about it. I'm not the only one that knows armament that's mad about it. You know, reading what some of the cartel members down there in Mexico do to each other is damn near sadistic. But on a few occasions this year, when they put like 4 bodies and their parts, their arms and legs, they chopped them all up. You know what I'm saying? They fit 4 grown people in a 55-gallon barrel and sealed this motherfucker up and then threw it down an abandoned well or mine shaft. That wasn't the only body down there. That was the only 4 bodies in a barrel. But these motherfucking, y'all go look for that shit. Y'all go look for it. I was reading the shit. It's in the desert and shit. You don't hear, our news don't tell you about that shit. You got to go and look for this shit. I just stumbled upon that. These motherfuckers is burying people in 55-gallon barrels. And I'd be goddamn, do you know how many motherfucking 55-gallon barrels I can get for free? Shit. You gotta pay for shit. They're getting down there. You in their way? Are they making them money? They get rid of you 4 at a time. All right. Now, this dude, he went to the DC feed fully because he had a split. And so the cameraman, he walking around right now with a bunch of other protesters and shit. And I don't understand why the cops, they walking away from these people. It's like they're afraid of the people. It's got to be a trap or something. There's nothing wrong with me. Okay. I was just raised in an overly racist environment. That's why I am how I am. They done set off somebody's house alarm and shit. See, I can't co-sign no shit like that. Cause see, when you come to mess with somebody's house, that's a castle, you know. And I know you could try to come up in mine and shit. I'm gonna try to take your head off. That's one thing. If you want some trouble and shit, you go and you fuck around with somebody in their house. And they got their livelihood and their family and that motherfucker. 9 times out of 10, you will come out on the losing side. That's stupid what these motherfuckers is doing right now. Be fucking around with nobody's house, man. If you want to catch somebody, catch them outside that house. Because you don't know what they got up in there. They could have motherfucking arsenal up in that bitch. They could have motherfucking porch rigged with explosive or something. You don't know. You don't know how these people TikTok. I don't underestimate no white people, just like I don't underestimate no black people. I don't underestimate nobody because I've seen some really trifling ingenuity type shit from some gangster motherfuckers that, you know, if these motherfuckers can make some real special sophisticated shit like that, what about some motherfuckers that got a little bit of, you know, education behind them? They could probably do some shit that you wouldn't even think of or could even detect. So I don't underestimate anybody. But one thing I would never do, and what I don't condone these motherfuckers doing, is they fucking with the mayor. Oh, they fucking with the mayor of DC, going to his house, setting off his alarm and shit like that. You can get yourself killed. That's a great way to get yourself killed. I can't get down with that. Now, if you want to egg his house or something like that and shit, yeah, but you know, you tripping off alarms and shit, spooks people. Makes people like to shoot through walls and shoot through doors instead of walking towards the main door. So, you know, they don't know really what type of trouble they're asking for. And they white. These ain't black folks. These are not my people. These are white people that have hijacked Black Lives Matter. Them and that Antifa motherfucker. Who is Antifa? Is this like, is it just a group? Are they named after a special white bitch? Or what? I don't know what Antifa does, what it means, or is it like Uno? Is it a card game or some shit? Well, what the fuck going on with these motherfuckers and shit? All I know, all these motherfuckers, they got these masks and these football jersey things going on and padding and shit, looking like they in, you know, Mad Max, a Thunderdome type shit, and they just tearing up people businesses and in the name of Black Lives Matter. That's what I don't understand. How can even those gay homosexual blacks that run that white funded Black Lives Matter even let a group like that hijack they shit like this? That's what I can't get. Who has the real control of the organization? Are these motherfuckers just they they set off the house alarm again and shit, but this time they running and shit. Now the police just pulled up down the street in front of the house with the alarm. These motherfuckers, they skedaddled. And this is a took too big a hit. Some funny shit. Yeah. Now all these motherfuckers streaming all this shit, don't they know that they could possibly be streaming a crime that they doing? Does this make any sense to anybody? It doesn't make any sense. It's funny to me because, you know, I'm watching them act stupid as fuck, setting off alarms, and I might just see a murder. It depends on who's in the house. Hey, these camera skills with these on the fly journalists, what I'm calling these motherfuckers, these what are they? Videographers, videographers. Yeah, there you go. Y'all need to learn how to hold that camera still. Cause sometimes you make a motherfucker, you know, get dizzy with all that jittery shit, especially when you walking. Oh shit, they went to the police chief's house in DC now. No, he got 3 cops watching outside his house, so like a hoe. The mayor didn't have nobody, and he got his alarm Set off twice. I think I'm gonna fly my drone tomorrow. I feel like hovering hundreds of feet, being above all that drama. It's the only time I really feel some peace. I want to go back to the LA protest because that shit looked live. Looked like they were gonna storm the damn precinct, whatever that was. You know what? In this era, everybody having to wear a mask, armed robberies are up for some reason. Who would have thought that? And the masks are getting more and more bedazzling. I saw this one girl, man. Her whole mask had nothing but bedazzles and all types of little shiny shit. I was just like, yeah, we're really taking it there and shit. And hey, can't be mad about people getting down on their hustle. If you know how to make them motherfuckers and you can mass produce them, hey, get it how you can. How Jason Black says, get it how you can. One of the protesters in that ninja suit talking to, I guess, is a sergeant. He came up on the police chief's house in D.C. And I guess trying to talk to them to leave the chief's house. And I guess the president, your president, is gonna make that killer in Kenosha, Kyle Rittenhouse. Gonna give him a pardon or some shit if he wins again, which I think he's gonna win again. Because I'm not voting for Biden and Kamala. Obama got me the first time. I stood in line for almost 7 hours, 6.5 hours for that motherfucker, and got nothing out of it. So, nah, I'm gonna hold my nuts this go round, see how that works out for him. Let me turn this shit up. It's kind of funny. Hold on. Go back to your car. Go back to your car. Go back to your car. Please wear a mask. Go back to your car. Your officers killed someone today. And you should feel some type of remorse about that. Like, you don't even feel, it's like it's as if you feel nothing. And that's so, and it never ceases to surprise me, but even still, I'm so fucking surprised. Why are you here, Florida? Why are you here? Why not inspector now? How did mess with you? Why are you here? People, mark my words, the police will be the catalyst to the next civil war. And it's not going to be anything civil about it. But I also think it's going to be the white people, which the elites call poor white trash, that's going to have to start kicking it off, putting these jackboot thugs in blue in their place. Then everybody will start putting them in their place. their permanent place. We still in Washington, D.C. I'm waiting for the L.A. one to come back because that shit looked like it was about to pop off. They really mad over there in L.A. Well, we've been on here almost 30 minutes. As I thought, ain't nobody thinking about listening to my shit. That's why I just ran to black.